I am back from Cali. And just 'cause I'm putting the hat on. This looks weird for some reason. This looks weird. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe it's the lens? Oh yeah, it's definitely the lens. I fucked up the lens. Well, oh my god, alright, hold up. Oh, the lens is so fucking dirty. Let me see if I can... Oh, that's much better. Alright. We're not blurry anymore. Woohoo! Alright, you know who I am. I'm TVR, or Zorro, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Surprisingly enough, well, not really. Not really surprisingly enough, I got less comments than usual. No big deal though. I mean, there's still questions. I'm gonna start this by saying, Cali was fun. I enjoyed Cali a lot. Even though a lot of it was sitting in the backseat of a car and walking around until my feet ached. But, you know, overall, it was fun. And I know there's a hole in my shirt, but you're gonna have to excuse that. Because I'm lazy today. This is my lazy shirt. Alright, let's start this. Let's kick this off, shall we? First question. I put this in a random order again. First question comes from Realistic Creeper. Oh, he has two questions. Alright, his first question. Do you still do request rankings? I do. As a matter of fact, I'm working on one right now. I stopped doing request rankings because of the whole Alan Moore ranking situation, because that put a strike on my channel and I wanted to be careful. So I didn't put out any rankings other than Monster Cat, you know, just to be safe. But I am going to do it again. I am currently working on my ranking for Brave Lope's Purpose EP. That will be out probably the same day or the next day that this video comes out, or before. I don't know. You'll know when it comes up. Number 2, who makes the best nostalgic songs? The best nostalgic songs. I'd have to go with CloudNone, especially off the new EP, because his style is very reminiscent of like Direct, his old style back in like 2013, and you know, somewhere around there. I find CloudNone's production style pretty nostalgic, and a good chunk of the songs too are really nostalgic, and I really enjoyed that about him. I don't think that's, you know, I don't think he purposely makes nostalgic songs. I think he just makes what he wants to make, which is completely fine. And yeah. Alright, next comment. Next question comes from John. My boy John. Mr. Purple Silhouette John. He asks 2 questions. First one, number 1, what other games do you play besides Mortal Kombat? I play GTA 5, is one of my favorite games of all time. All the games I'm about to say are on the Xbox One, by the way. GTA 5, pretty much every Call of Duty title since Ghosts, or actually no, since Black Ops 2. I have Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, even though I don't play it. I don't like Black Ops 3 that much. Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Black Ops 4. I got rid of that shit. Black Ops 4 is such whack. And maybe it's just me. I'm not really a big fan of the Treyarch games, even though those are the ones that people love the most. You know, the Black Ops games. I just never really like got into them for some reason. It just wasn't really my thing. And then, what else do I do? Slime Rancher. Absolutely one of the greatest games I've ever played. I highly recommend that. It's on Steam, so if you're a PC player, then you can play it on there too. But I do highly recommend it for the Xbox One. I also have Apex Legends. I've been playing that recently. So I play a lot of games, you know, besides Mortal Kombat. I just don't play it that much because I'm so focused on, you know, making videos and making music. That's about it. Overwatch. I don't know why I didn't say that earlier. I play a lot of Overwatch. I've been getting back into it recently, since I haven't played it in quite a while. mostly due to like school. And, I was a little more focused on that, and my YouTube channel too. I was focused on that too. So yeah, Overwatch. I've been getting back into that, and I've been enjoying it quite well actually. I really like what they did. I'm enjoying the recent, even though it's probably going to be over by the time this video is uploaded, but the anniversary event that just happened, I enjoyed that a lot. Wow, I got stuck on that question for way too long. The other question that John, my man, asks, also, has Blind Spots by Bishu grown on you? No, but it has not decreased in value. It has stayed the same as I initially had it at, ever since. And here's a thing, here's a strategy if you want to keep up with my opinions, because sometimes I change them a lot. If you want to know a ranking of a song that I might have talked about, then go find a compilation that it might have been a part of. So like if you wanted to know my opinion on Blind Spots per se, then you would go to my recent video with Blind Spots in it, i.e., the Instinct Volume 3 ranking, and you would go to that. Whatever the recent ranking is my opinion on it. The other videos, they opinions will change. It's a thing. So if you want to know, just like follow my recent. If I talk about it recently, then just go with what I say in that video. But yeah, my opinions on Blind Spots have not changed at all. I still like the song to this day. It's one of my favorites. I don't know about top 10 of the year, but I just think it's a pretty good song. Alright, next question comes from Hector Andres Toro Marquez. He asks, can you do Can you do request Monster Cat rankings? No, I'm not gonna do that. If you didn't see in the last video I did, the Lost and Found EP, I put in the description that my next video would be the Christian the Lion EP. I mean, I'm gonna start from the old EPs and LPs, and I'm gonna work my way up to like the beginning of 2018, because I forgot to talk about the Mode Step and Dirty Audio Delta Heavy remixes. I forgot to talk about those last year. But every old EP and LP, following up to the remix EPs that I forgot to talk about last year, I only ask you to be patient, because it's a lot of EPs. Not that many LPs, but a lot of EPs. I encourage you to be patient, because I'm going to start all the way from 2011 or whenever the first EP was, and work my way up. So yeah, that's the plan I have. I'm not going to do request Monster Cat rankings, simply because it kind of interferes with what I have planned, and if I were to, it kind of like ruins the flow of things. Like, it's more natural if I were to do like from one point in time to straight up to another without any interruptions, without me having to like jump between years and different EPs from different years. It'd be a jumbled mess, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna try and keep things a little more coherent. A little more coherent. It's gonna interfere with of course, the new EPs that come out during that course will interfere with that. But this way I keep things just a little more coherent. You get me? Oh, this is a big one. All right, I got 7 questions. This is from Aiden Ginty. He says at the bottom, I know these are a lot of questions, but hopefully these are good. Any question is good for me, dude. Any question. Number 1, what got you into making music? I was very into Monster Cat at the time. I mean, I still am, but this was in the time period where Monster Cat was starting to become an integral part of my life. Again, it still is. But this is when it was starting to. So I was like, hey, music is awesome. I love music. Why don't I just make music? And I looked online. I know it's a lame origin story. It's a lame Zorro origin story, but it is what it is. That's how it actually started. I was just like, hey, let's make music. And I was like, alright. I didn't want to use FL Studio at the time because I wasn't as experienced in that. So I used Mixcraft, There's a bonus answer for you. That's what I use currently, actually. Sometimes I use FL Studios if it's for like drums and stuff. But Monster Cat got me into making music. That's the short answer. Number 2, can songs, in your opinion, have a seasonal feel to them? Of course they can have a seasonal feel to them, i.e. a song can feel like fall. Of course, the most common examples of these are winter and summer, which are probably the most common seasons of the year, right? You know, you have like summer songs. A perfect example of this is About Us by DeZero and FTKS. That song is very, you know, has a lot of summer vibes. And, you know, even the other DeZero song, like that. Perfectly fine summer songs, definitely got the summer feels. And then as for winter, look through pretty much the entirety, almost, maybe, of the holiday hits last year. You know, the Christmas EP from last year, 2018. That is a great example of winter feels. I can't really say much for fall or spring. So yeah, I totally believe, of course they can have seasonal feels, you know. Sometimes that's why the song exists, to, you know, have a seasonal feel. Number 3, your 10 all-time favorite songs. That is a loaded question. I can't say this is accurate, but I'm gonna try. So my number 1 would be Peacock. Or no, it would be The Divide by 7 Minutes Dead. And then Peacock by 7 Minutes Dead. And then probably Crab Rave is definitely up here in the top 10. Crab Rave. I want to say Fizzy Lifting Drink and Juliet, but I'm not too confident since those came out this year. And I'm not too confident when I'm judging and comparing this year to all the other years. So I'll put them up there for now. I mean, I really can't think of any. Bus Stray Combine, that's one of my favorites of all time. A lot of Coldplay songs too. Like, it doesn't even have to be on the label, right? So Coldplay songs, a lot of those are some of my favorites of all time. You know, Paradise, Viva La Vida, Fix You, The Scientist, all those. That's, I really can't answer that. But a ton of Monster Cat songs are on that list. A ton of Coldplay songs are on that list. Probably a few Foo Fighters too. Like, there's quite a bit of those. Stranger Things Have Happened. Number 4, who's better in your opinion at making chill songs, Dumu or Taiko? I have no idea who the hell Taiko is, but I'm gonna say Dumu, because I don't know who Taiko is and I didn't do my research beforehand. Shame on me. I was in California. But I'm gonna say Dumu. Number 5, are there any artists that you either want back on Monster Cat? Who do I want on Monster Cat? I'd like to see Alan Moore come back on Monster. Come back? I'm an idiot. I'd like to see Alan Moore come to the label. I think his style of music is very interesting, and it would be a nice change of pace for like a lot of Monster Cat fans. I'd like to see me on the label, you know, because let me put on my, where's my, I have a douche hat somewhere. You know what, it's Captain America, but we're gonna call it the douche hat. Because my music is the best. I make the best music of all time. You know, all my songs, every single one of them, even the ones that I deleted because I fucking hate them with every fiber of my body. Those are the greatest songs ever made. I think Monster Cat needs me on the label, right? Because I'm the greatest artist and they don't know it yet. Yeah. Okay, for real. Okay, for real though. No, God. They're not gonna have me on the label anytime soon. Yeah. No. I'm trying to think, because I know there's people that I listen to that are off the label. Eliminate. I like to see his, just based off the Cyber Whale EP. I'd like to see him on the label. That'd be pretty interesting, I think. More Kismet. I started following him recently, on Instagram and YouTube, and I've been listening to his stuff. The dude is 14 years old. The dude is 14 years old. I think that's pretty impressive, and he's got songs on like big labels, on promotion stuff. He's doing better than I am, and I'm almost 18. So I'm gonna give him props for that. He makes arguably better music than I do. His stuff is a lot more heavy and fits in line with like Never Say Die. I think he does have a song or an EP on Never Say Die actually. But yeah, More Kismet. Moorekismet. More Kismet. Go follow him. He's doing some pretty good. He's doing some pretty great stuff at 14 years old. I definitely support him all the way. All right, number 6, best EP. Oh wait, no, I didn't answer the other half of it. Who do I want back? Is there a chair in here? There's no chair in here. Who do I want back? I'd like to see Astronaut come back, actually. They haven't been on the label since, I believe, 2014 or 2015. Who else do I want to come back? Bustry. I need to see Bustry come back. I believe he's part of a band now, actually. So I doubt he'll come back, but I would like to see him come back. He's made one of my favorite songs on the label, Combine. I say it Combine because it feels more natural. I hate saying Combine. It's just a weird pronunciation thing I have. But yeah, point being, he's made one of my favorite songs on the label, and I would like to see him come back for at least one song, and then he can like leave forever. One song is all I need, a comeback. That's all I need. Razahel, I guess? I mean, he's part of a band too. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see him come back. He hasn't been in the label since like 2016, I believe, 2015. I'd like to see good Aerocord come back. I'd like to see his actual unique music style come back instead of lame pop dancehall songs. I would like those songs to just go away. He's not going to, The past 3 songs have been like that. Shadows is like probably the best one out of the 3, honestly. I can't think of anything else but a douchebag for him. I'm not calling him a douchebag, but the way he acts in the music video, which he directed, by the way, so this is 100% his choice. Just the way he acts and the way he decided to make it just felt so douchey. It was like one of those rich YouTubers that, have like $1 billion, like Rice Gum, for example. I'm not trying to shit, but Rice Gum, like, how he like flexes a lot in his videos. That's the impression I got off of Player Part when the music video. Like he has like 10 girls surrounding him, all of which don't have like a crap ton of clothing on him. He had an Instagram story where he was like smoothing down the leg of a chick right next to his station, and it was so funny. I don't remember when that was, but I think it was after the release of Take You Home. Speaking of which, I don't like that song at all. I want to see his old style come back. I want this new shit out of here. Number 6, best EP album on the label. My personal favorite album on the label, narratively, if we're going for like a cohesive sort of like narrative, then I would definitely have to go with Xylan's new one, Weird Dust. That's a damn good LP for like, it's a really nice, like, refreshing, good, almost, it's like right on the ledge of great. I think some of the songs are a lot weaker than others, but regardless, it's still a pretty amazing LP, and it's really nice what he was able to do with the stuff that he did. I'm not quite sure how to say it. It's just a really good LP. I really enjoyed it, and both the music and the storytelling is pretty on par with my standards of music, and it impressed me, actually. A lot of the songs impressed me, even the ones that came out before, like You Rise, that impressed me. That's my favorite song off the LP. Best EP on the label, that's a tough one, because there's like 100 of those. There's like 150 of those plus. My personal favorite EP right now is probably World's Awake EP. I think all 3 songs on that EP are pretty great. The only one I'm hesitant to call great is the title track, Awake, featuring Color Drive. Number 7, which band is better, Pink Floyd or Queen? I'm gonna come out and say right now, I've barely listened to Pink Floyd ever. I'm gonna go with Queen, mostly because I just know them better, not because of the movie or anything. I don't like the movie that much, but you know, the music is great. You know, it's classic. Bohemian Rhapsody is a fucking classic. If you haven't heard of Bohemian Rhapsody, the song, then what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go out there and you can watch it on YouTube. There's a fucking guy who remade this song in GarageBand, and it's hilariously amazing. So yeah, I'm going with Queen. Simply because of Bohemian Rhapsody. If Bohemian Rhapsody was out of the equation, yeah, I'd still go with Queen. Alright, those are all the questions from Aiden. Thank you for all those questions, Aiden. Alright, last question. And that's one question, not like 2 or 3 or 7. From Master3530, he asks, top 10 of Monster Cat 2019 so far. The time when I need a chair and I don't have one. Fizzy lifting drink. These are not in order, by the way. These are like, they're mixed together. Fizzy lifting drink, Juliet, Oceans, Foreign Land, Jungle Fury, maybe, I think. Maxima. I really like Maxima a lot. You Rise. Yeah, that's about it. I really can't, like, it's a thing with me. I can't think of songs off the top of my head. Well, I kind of can, but you get what I'm saying. It's a weird thing. Discarded, I guess. I really like Discarded. I think that's a pretty good song. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. And for those of you who are curious about my trip to California, I wish I had. Can I sit on this suitcase? Actually, I'll sit on the suitcase if I can. California was a good trip. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of things to see. We went to the Santa Monica Pier, went to the beach right, under it. We walked the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That was really fun. I got to see a lot of people there. A lot of people were dressed up in like superhero costumes, like Hulk and Superman and Batman. It was interesting. There was a guy walking around with Mickey Mouse holding Captain America's shield. But yeah, it was quite interesting. I found Stanley's star, and I have a picture of me doing a really bad Spider-Man pose on top of it. So yeah. Not on purpose, by the way. I'm just really bad at Spider-Man poses, I guess. Where else? We went to the Winchester Mansion. I'm tired of sitting down. Get this suitcase out of here. We went to the Winchester Mansion. That was fun. We had a tour in there. We did a lot. We went to Universal Studios. That was really fun. A lot of rides. I really liked a lot of the rides there. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really like roller coaster rides. And I still don't like the roller coaster rides, but the ones at Universal Studios are more like entertaining. You're not like on a coaster. You're not on a coaster. You're like in a giant sort of like seat. And then you're being moved around by like machines, and then there's an animation playing in front of you. And it's all great. There's a Simpsons one. That was pretty neat. There's a Transformers one, which was really nice, actually. It reminded me how good the first Transformers movie was, actually. There was one for Harry Potter, which was interesting, even though I don't like Harry Potter that much. There's one for... God, there's a lot more. I don't know why I can't think of them right now. Speaking of which, I got my Twitter back. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I got my Twitter back, at Zorro Music. So yeah, go follow me on there if you want to see things that I post. Go follow me on Instagram with the same name, Zorro Music. except all the letters are lowercase because that's just Instagram. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.